All right, guys, welcome out to another episode. We're back with the Pioneer today, and we're gonna be putting the enclosure on this, and hopefully we'll get the tracks on. But let's get working on it. The enclosure just came in this bag, or not bag, it came in a box. So we're gonna open this up. Oh, we also have, this is an under the seat storage box. So under this driver's seat, there's just a big hole. So I got the storage box that we're just gonna drop in there, and it should make for a nice storage compartment. And then we have the enclosure here in this box. So I'm gonna get this out, and I know there's a lot of Velcro that I have to put on the frame and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna get this going. This episode is sponsored by AG1, but more about that in a minute. Well, we also are bringing in the tractor, but our door is extra special and it won't go up. So now that it's in here, it just needs an oil change. We have another one too that they're going to get that also needs an oil change, but these just tow around pipe trailers all year, so they don't get too heavy of use. They just idle all year long, basically just putting through the field, unloading pipe. So we're gonna be changing this as well as putting the enclosure on. First thing I've got to do is clean all the surfaces with denatured alcohol, because it's going to have Velcro up here and then snaps that adhere down here. So I'm going to get to doing some cleaning. Off. I undid these little brackets up here to lift this, make it a little easier to get under. But I noticed when I did the back that that's pulled through. So I'm gonna undo this one so we can kind of lift the middle up too. But before I put it back together, I'm gonna have to put a washer up on top, because apparently we pulled through that hole. So definitely want to fix that. I'm just gonna pop this off, just like that. That way we can lift the whole roof up. We can kind of sit on those, giving me a little bit better access, because I have to put Velcro all along the edge here. So I'm gonna go lift up this other side too. So now it's just hooked in the front. There. So it is still hooked on up here in the front with these ones. So it's just pivoting. But yeah, that will make it a lot easier to get under here and put all the Velcro on. I might actually have to unhook this one, because I think there's some Velcro and stuff that goes underneath this, but we'll see when we get to that point. As a farmer, my days are packed with challenges. They start early and they go late. And that's why I've made AG1 a part of my morning ritual. AG1 is a research-backed health drink that provides a combination of a multivitamin, probiotics, and a blend of superfoods all in one scoop. One scoop supports energy, digestive regularity, supports immunity, and even a healthy mood. All you do is add a little bit of water and one scoop of AG1. I drink it every morning, and honestly, it's probably been one of the easiest habits to keep. Give it a little shaky shake. Kind of tastes like green apple. Ever since starting AG1, I have noticed a big difference in my energy levels. So whether I'm out in the field in the tractor or I'm here in the shop late at night working, I know that I'm replenishing those commonly underconsumed daily micronutrients, and that makes me feel pretty good. Here in 2025, I have some pretty big health goals, and I'm doubling down on habits that actually stick. AG1 has been one of the best and easiest habits that I've had to do, and I know that I'm starting my day off right when I take one scoop of AG1. So this year, take your health seriously. There's no better time than today to start drinking AG1.
make sure you go to drinkag1.com/RockyMountainFarmer or scan the QR code on the screen to get $20 off your first subscription. And thanks again to AG1 for sponsoring this video.
Okay, I've got this roll of Velcro that I have to put up here on the frame now. So I'm gonna cut this and start putting some Velcro on. So far, that looks pretty good. I've been putting some Velcro on now. I just put this piece on right here. It runs down, little Velcro the sides on. I've done this bit right there, so that's sucked on there. And then I've done the top right here, so that's all Velcroed on. So I've just need to put a piece of Velcro on that side, and then the snaps I'll do very last after I get all the sides on. But I just about got this back piece on. Just have to open these little straps up and then put it on, strap it around, good to go. Move this thing forward because they're about to bring in a bunch of totes of oil that we're getting from a local service shop to power our clean burn furnace up there. So I'm gonna get started on putting the Velcro on the sides and hopefully get these sides on. Well, I've got this side loosely hung. I put it up on the Velcro. I think I need to do some adjusting here to try and close some of these gaps, but it is not hanging exactly how I would like it, because I would imagine, I'm wondering if I hung the back up too high. I don't know, because the side is longer than here, but I can't, unless I push this side up more and brought this down, like I can't bring that down 3 inches. So I could bring it down maybe 1 inch, and I can maybe push this up 1/2 inch, but that's not gonna close that gap. So I'm probably just gonna end up leaving it. And if there is an air gap right there, I'll just take a towel or something and stick it in there just to seal it up. I don't know. I guess we'll have to seal up some gaps when I get in. But if I hold this tight like that, which is how I kind of want it, because, well, I don't want it hanging clear out here. It's gonna have to be buttoned up. So if I push it in tight like that to where it's almost touching this other side, then it does tighten up a lot of the slack along the bottom, and it looks pretty good. So I think I'm just gonna go with that, and we're gonna finish putting this on. I'm gonna unvelcro this and move it forward just a little bit, because where the Velcro would go right now is like right on top of my windshield on the edge, but I wouldn't be able to use these little straps. So I think I'm gonna try and pull it back just a little bit and then weave these straps underneath the side and just try and put a strip of Velcro just right on the edge here. And hopefully that works. So let's see if we can get that done. Okay, just put the Velcro on this side right here, all the way across the top and then down the front. Looks pretty good. Thought about putting it up here, but I don't know. It just didn't seem quite right. If I put it up here, I wouldn't be able to put any little straps around it. So I put it on the side. It actually worked pretty good because I was able to tuck the edge of it up underneath on this other side. I tucked it underneath the windshield, so no wind could even catch it other than right here where the windshield strap is. So it did turn out pretty good. Looks pretty good. It's nice and tight. I haven't put any of the snaps on yet. I'm gonna do that after I get it all Velcroed on. So I'm gonna hang this side. I'll give you guys a little time lapse. Here's one of the big totes of oil they just brought in. We got about 3 inches of snow out there now, so it's cold, and we're gonna let it thaw out and hopefully be able to run this through Christmas. This side actually fits a little bit better than the other side for whatever reason. I must have installed it better. I don't know. A little hole right there, but pretty easy to seal that up. But it fits pretty good. This side I was not able to tuck under because the windshield actually fits closer to the frame on this side. It's like it's
not 100% straight, but it looks good. It's velcroed all the way up, so we're not gonna have any air leak. So I just need to put a little strip of velcro here and then down here, and then I should be able to start doing the little snaps that go along. So we're getting there, we're almost there. Well, I just put some primer on where all these little buttons have to stick on. They're just adhesive buttons. If they don't work, they do make some ones where you drill a hole and you pop it in and then it's a permanent button. But Trevor just opened the door. He's firing up this old tractor. It's 4620. It's probably gonna make a nice cloud in here. We're gonna pull this one out and pull that one in. Hopefully it'll start. I may have to give it a shot of ether. Do you have any ether?
Gonna have to give her a little shot.
Do you have a can in there? Do you have a can in there?
There's two right now.
Okay. Is the intake right here?
Yeah. Well, you have to scoot up there because it's sealed.
Oh. All right. There it goes. Just need a little shot of ether. We got this thing pulled out, pull the other one in, and we got to service that one. It is still snowing outside. So the kids are all excited because they're like, we're going to have a white Christmas. And then I look at the weather forecast and it's supposed to be 40 degrees this weekend. So I don't know if this snow is going to stay here till Christmas. But right now we got lots of snow. So when we put these tracks on, we can go test it. See how much snow we have just by how much is on this fender. Yeah, there's definitely about 3 inches there. It's good, wet, perfect snowman snow. Got him. Yeah, I've got all the snaps on. It looks pretty good. There are a few spots that like, there's a little bit of a gap there, but there's also Velcro on the other side of this thing. So I thought I could just take one little strip of Velcro, pop it on right there, and like right here, just pop it on in the spots that might need a little Velcro and call it good. But that looks pretty awesome. It's definitely sealed up pretty tight. I still haven't attached the roof. It's still kind of just sitting up. And yeah, I'm gonna go to lunch, but after lunch, tracks. We are putting the tracks on. So I'm pretty excited. I had to take a quick pause on the side-by-side. There's a neighbor who is bringing their cows to this field right here. So this field is just a bunch of volunteer wheat, and it grew up pretty tall. So he's actually come and fenced off the whole field, and he's putting his cows in there. So we're running down with 3 trucks to block off the intersection and kind of block off the road so the cows actually go where we want them to go. So that's where we're headed right now. Should be a bunch of cows coming by pretty soon. I see some cows. They're getting closer. All right, well, here come the cows. They just need to stay on the road. Looks like they're all going the right way. I don't really like cows, so I'm not gonna get out. There are a lot of them though, but they are going the right direction. That's where they need to go. Christopher's over there blocking the road off down there because that's where they need to turn. So gotta help get these cows where they need to go. I thought they might try and squeeze between my truck, but they're not. They're going where they need to go. We'll see if they get. They need to turn into the field right there by Christopher's truck. Hey, looks like they're going. It's working pretty good. Just have a few more. Should be done before too long. All the horses in this corral are like, we have new buddies, because all the cows are just right here in this field. But that ran pretty smoothly. They all went where they needed to go. Now they have all that wheat that they can graze on for the next couple months. At least until we get so much snow that it all gets buried, but for now, they have plenty of feed. We just got the front tracks kind of on. There's still a couple things we have to adjust, but it looks pretty good. I just jacked up the back, and now we're gonna put the back tracks on. It's not too hard. Basically just you put the lug nuts on, and then there's that plate right there you bolt on, and that little thing down there that hooks to this stabilizer, and that's about it. Pretty simple. But now we're gonna do the back. On. We're able to get all the lugs tight, so once we get, there's these little, we got to put these little deals onto that nut bolt right there. So Trevor's getting that put on. So yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty awesome. Pretty sweet in the snow. All right, it is 100% done. I've done all the adjustments. I had to adjust the toe in. I had to put these little steering limiter straps on. I had to adjust all these springs. We are good to go. We're gonna take it for a little ride here in a minute and see how it does. All right, Taryn finally got all the tracks on, the enclosure kit done on his side-by-side. He's taking Trevor for a ride, and we'll do a little bit of filming. Looks like a little Icelandic buggy. All right, there he is, going down in the snow. Snow's about 4 inches deep. It's not super deep. Looks like it works pretty good. We'll see if he comes back here in a second. There they go over there across the field. Sorry, it's a little shaky. I'm zoomed in quite a ways. Looks like it goes over those tracks or the bumps pretty good. Well, we're just out testing it, and it runs pretty good. The tracks cut the speed in half, so what the speedometer says I'm doing, we're actually doing half of that. So it is going to be a little bit slower, but heck, I'm just taking all the kids to the
coming back across the field. It's like it throws up a little bit of snow. Good thing for the enclosed cab. It's like a little military buggy. Looks pretty good though. See him climb up this hill. And there it is. Looks like a good test. All right, Taryn and Trevor, how'd it run?
It ran pretty good. And I just realized...
Surprisingly smooth.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth. But that wasn't in four-wheel drive at all. It's like, it'd probably be a little bit better even in four-wheel drive, but granted, I mean, we only have, what, 3 inches of snow?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I want to get it up in the mountains and see how it does up there, but so far, man, it runs good, and it's pretty smooth, even going over the bumps in the field.
Yeah, I saw you go over some of those bumps.
So, yeah, I'm excited to try it out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Does it keep all the snow off of you and everything, or?
Yeah, it keeps the snow off. There is a couple spots.
We could see it flinging snow.
There's a couple spots right here where like air can get in.
Okay.
So I don't know if I need to put a piece of Velcro or maybe just have a couple towels in there to where I just like stuff a towel in where there's going to be a little bit of air. But
Yeah.
I think you want a little bit of air in there just so you don't. I think that would keep it from fogging up. But it wasn't cold in there. It felt pretty good.
You can see kind of on the back enclosure where a little bit of moisture got on the inside, you know,
All right,
from the tracks. Yeah.
Yeah, so I may need to put. Well, I guess if I just stuck the towel right there, that would stop that.
Yeah.
And then right here, there's a big hole that I need to plug with something. So.
Yeah. Well, it looks pretty cool though.
Definitely better than what it was.
Yeah.
I'm excited to try it out.
It'll be fun. Good deal.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. This thing's gonna be pretty fun this winter. I'll probably take you with us on a few adventures as we go on them. So if you enjoyed it, go down below, hit that subscribe button. I love you. I'll see you in the next one.